Fox 61 News at 10 starts now.
Tonight at 10, demanding justice. An angered community wants answers after a man was left paralyzed while in police custody. The story garnering national attention.
Plus, we're following breaking news. Connecticut's top election official is set to resign early. We have the announcement from Secretary of State Denise Merrill.
Plus, angry at the airport, residents living near Tweed, New Haven Airport want something to be done to fix their way of life. How the airport's now responding.
But new at 10, leaders and community members are raising their voices on a case getting national attention. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Sarah Sanchez.
And I'm Ben Goldman. A man now paralyzed after being seriously injured while in police custody. Tonight, the NAACP speaking out at a town hall meeting. Fox 61's Alicia Machado joining us live in New Haven with their message. Alicia.
Well, leaders in New Haven and community members alike are calling for accountability and change as the investigation is underway into the handling of Richard Cox, or Randy, as family call him. All that while he was in police custody. Take a listen.
Justice for Randy Cox.
Justice for Randy Cox.
Justice for Randy Cox.
Justice for Randy Cox.
Attorney Ben Crump says the 36-year-old is in the hospital and can hardly move from his chest down after his head and neck hit the wall of a police transport vehicle just over 1 week ago. During the town hall meeting, NAACP leaders and local government officials expressed their support for the family of Richard Cox and called for change. Tonight, Cox's sister, Latoya Boomer, spoke about the treatment of her brother while in police custody.
If someone is saying, help, I think my neck is broken. I can't move. How many times do they need to say it?
We're all disheartened by what happened, and I want justice for Randy as well. We are going to work hard to make changes.
Tonight, local residents also brought their concerns to New Haven leaders after seeing video of Cox released by New Haven police last week. They're calling for the officers involved to be fired and questioning why the transport vehicle didn't have seatbelts. More on their calls for change, as well as how New Haven leaders are responding, coming up tonight on Fox 61 News at 11. We're live in New Haven tonight. Alicia Machado, Fox 61 News.
All right. Thank you, Alicia. In breaking news tonight, Connecticut Secretary of State Denise Merrill is resigning from her position several months before her term is set to end.
Secretary Merrill said that she's making that decision to spend more time with her husband, who's dealing with some serious health problems. Secretary Merrill told the Associated Press that she's resigning Thursday of this week after serving as Connecticut's top election official since 2010. She'd previously announced that she would not be seeking re-election this coming November for a third term in office. Secretary Merrill says that she plans on making a public announcement about her resignation sometime tomorrow.
Governor Lamont issued a statement this evening sending prayers to her and her family. He says, quote, Denise Merrill is a dear friend to me, and her exit from public service is a tremendous loss for the people of Connecticut. Denise has had a long history of serving the public good in Connecticut and has become one of the most respected secretaries of state in the country. Denise has delivered results, and our state is stronger because of her efforts, end quote. Per state statute, Governor Lamont will appoint someone to fill Secretary Merrill's position since the state legislature is not currently in session. That person will remain in office in the interim until the November election.
Moving on tonight, let's get to the weather watch here. Cooler and comfortable around the state for now, but get ready because all that's about to change.
Such a beautiful night tonight. The slow and gradual warming trend is back, though. We kind of appreciate it. Meteorologist Ryan Breton is in for Rachel Frank tonight and has a look at that forecast. Ryan.
Hi, Sarah and Ben. Good to be with you tonight. It is a very comfortable night after a comfortably warm day. So you can open up the windows if you haven't already and let the nice comfy air in. Overnight temperatures will be dropping to about 60 degrees. And then tomorrow we have a beautiful day on the way. A few passing clouds in the morning, otherwise a mostly sunny day. It is warmer than today too. We were in the upper 70s to around 80 today. I think tomorrow we get up into the mid 80s in many spots. 84 in New Haven, 84 in Hamden, 85 degrees in Haddam for the high temperature tomorrow. Wind coming in off the Sound will keep southeastern Connecticut in the 70s, but the Connecticut Valley around the Hartford area warming up into the mid 80s tomorrow. Another great day to take lunch or dinner outside if you can, but it will be a little bit warmer, 80 at lunchtime and 82 at dinner time, but still low humidity tomorrow evening. That starts to change as we get into tomorrow night and especially Thursday night. And look at the temperature jump for Friday, heating up into the mid-90s. Not expecting really any rain other than maybe a passing shower tomorrow night. The next big chance for rain comes over the weekend. We'll time that out and take a look at the fourth forecast as well coming up.
Thank you, Ryan. Well, police have made an arrest, and that man is facing charges after a shooting in Waterbury that injured a 2-year-old boy. Carice Samuels went before a judge today. The 20-year-old faces numerous charges, including assault and reckless endangerment. Police say the 2-year-old boy was shot in the stomach inside a home on Pinecrest Drive last week. The toddler is still recovering in the hospital.
New tonight at 10, police in Groton asking for the public's help in solving a homicide investigation. The City of Groton Police Department is now offering a reward into a deadly shooting that happened last December near a bar on Bridge Street. The man identified as 59-year-old Ronald Whitfield Sr. Police say that Whitfield's family is offering a $5,000 reward for any information leading to the arrest and the conviction of the suspect or suspects responsible for this homicide. State police are looking for witnesses who might have seen a deadly crash out in Killingly. The crash happened this morning along I-395 near exit 38, where troopers found that a car had gone off the road and then flipped in the median. The driver has not been identified as of tonight.
State officials say another body has been pulled from Candlewood Lake. It happened this morning. Crews had been searching the water since last Friday when a 20-year-old went missing while swimming. This is the second incident at Candlewood Lake in the last month or so. Last month, the body of a 24-year-old man was pulled from the water after it had gone missing for several weeks. One person is in custody after a stabbing in broad daylight in Hartford. It happened in a tire shop on Walnut Street. Hartford police say the victim suffered non-life-threatening injuries.
Well, new tonight, some neighbors have concerns about the plans to expand Tweed New Haven Airport. Some people who live near the airport say a plethora of problems are impacting their way of life.
And airport planners say they've heard those concerns. Fox 61's Tony Black is live tonight in New Haven with what changes neighbors want to see. Tony.
Yes, Sarah and Ben, residents living nearby Tweed New Haven Airport pressed airport officials tonight on proposed expansions as Avelo Airlines, which you can see over my shoulder here, continues to grow. Officials say that those concerns are valid and they will be addressed as the process continues. Avelo Airlines has taken off at the Tweed New Haven Airport, offering Connecticut residents numerous flight options daily. But for those who live nearby, these are not planes they want landing and taking off in their neighborhood.
I would like to see it go back to what it was before, a nice, small, regional airport.
Sam Rigg says the traffic from the new airline has been an inconvenience on neighborhood streets. Avelo started flying from New Haven more than 6 months ago and now offers more than a dozen nonstop destinations. The noise from planes taking off and landing during the day and night has annoyed neighbors.
You're just annoyed by this huge noise, and it diminishes your quality of life.
I got dead birds in my yard.
Neighbors pressing airport officials and the New Haven mayor Tuesday night on the proposed extended runway and relocation of the terminal to East Haven.
I understand that there are concerns that people have. I respect those concerns. We are following the process that we have to go through to look at those issues.
Airport Executive Director Sean Scanlon announced to the packed room they have come to a voluntary agreement with the airline to reduce takeoffs and landings during overnight hours. They're almost done with an environmental assessment study that will be made available to the public and are trying to find ways to reduce traffic.
We have a great thing happening here. We've created over 150 new jobs. We have 14 daily destinations. We have air service for the first time in a long time here. We want to do that, though, in a way that's responsive to the neighborhood.
Neighbors sharing frustrations with possible health and environmental concerns, low-flying planes, damage to homes, and more Tuesday. Scanlon says they are going through the process to address all of that, and this expansion will be great for the community.
The market is really here, and people do want an airport in New Haven. The Southern Connecticut people have spoken with their wallets. They're buying tickets.
Scanlon says that they need to balance the desires of this growing airport with the concerns of the neighborhood. He's encouraging people in the area to continue attending meetings like tonight's and also continue to ask questions because he says they are important to this process. They're expecting a decision on whether those expansions move forward or not in the fall. Live in New Haven, Tony Black, Fox 61 News.
All right, thank you, Tony. And on a similar note, passengers flying out of Tweed New Haven Airport have an easier time finding parking. Mayor Justin Elicker and city planners are expected to announce a new parking partnership with Park New Haven. It'll allow travelers to park at the Union Station garage for $10 a day and get shuttled to and from the airport for free. That announcement is expected to come down tomorrow morning.
Moving on tonight, getting to the COVID-19 pandemic here in our state and some good news for Connecticut in this ongoing health fight. The governor has signed a new declaration allowing Connecticut to continue receiving federal support for several more months to come. Included in that federal support, more money for those households that rely on SNAP food benefits and funding to support non-congregate housing for those experiencing homelessness.
These additional dollars will represent $35, $40 extra per week for these families. Helps them get through what's a tough inflationary time, helps these families get back on their feet, help their kids be well nourished going into summer camp and beyond.
Throughout this pandemic, Connecticut's received and distributed $748 million in emergency SNAP benefits to those eligible households.
FDA advisors today in a majority vote recommend some Americans get a COVID-19 booster shot this fall, a shot that better matches the most recent variants. Panel members met today, and if the FDA agrees, they'll have to recommend a specific formula. Pfizer and Moderna shots right now still target the original coronavirus and not the Omicron subvariants.